This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. The Most Influential Works of Western Civilization by Gregory Bullock. Introduction. There is a prominent trend you will notice throughout history. As time progressed, information became increasingly available to people. What started by word of mouth became etched in stone, or pressed into clay tablets, or written on papyrus, to scrolls transcribed by hand. Schools helped to educate the masses. The printing press and books helped the spread of literacy. Now today, with computers, information is digital and nearly anything can be accessed instantaneously. The historical trend is to make knowledge and information easier to access so it can reach and educate more people and faster. This book and my other books continue that trend. My Algebra in Words series makes algebra easier for beginners and non-math people to understand. My book, History in Fewer Words, Volume 1, The History of the World, was written to help people who are resistant to detail overload be able to gain a basic and broad understanding of world history. This book is designed to be a shortcut to the classic and most influential works of Western civilization that you are interested in, but might not read because they are long, arduous volumes. And who has the time? Some have asked me if this is like a Cliff's Notes of the classics. Yes and no. Each Cliff's Notes is a whole, short book that breaks down a classic, translates it, summarizes it, and explains it. This is more like a Cliff's Notes of Cliff's Notes. In this book, each classical work is summarized into a brief overview. It tells what the work is about, a little about the author, a little about the period in which it was written and or represents, and finally, the impact it had on Western civilization. Some may criticize this book for shortcutting the full classics and leading the reader to miss the important essence and nuances of the original works as they are intended. To that, I disagree. Most people, with the exception of those who go to college specifically to study these works, would otherwise miss out on these completely. I argue that knowing a little about each one is better than completely missing out on each entire work, as well as being left to your own devices to interpret difficult material. Consider this as a way to get your feet wet. Once you get through this short book, you will be amazed at how often these classic works are referenced in our modern culture, and how many references you missed before. You will feel enlightened, more culturally aware, and more confident with your new liberal arts knowledge. This book may also pique your interest enough to seek out whole original works. Luckily, access to them has never been easier. Most of these are in the public domain. In the Kindle version of this book, I provide a link directly to a digital copy of the work. You can find free digital editions of most of these works at Gutenberg.org, or Google Books, or Amazon. You can also find free audiobook versions at LibriVox.org. As you read through this, you will see a progression of the world, from the myths and religions of ancient times, from ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, to the Middle Ages. The Renaissance, the Enlightenment, and the Scientific Revolution, all culminating in the 20th century, during which new technologies, new societies, and forms of governments emerged and were put to the test. Many of these works are epic poems, plays, dialogues, or histories. Many are intertwined with origin stories, a hero's journey, or Christianity. Some are political, and some are scientific. None of these fit neatly into one category of ethics, virtues, government, philosophy, religion, history, or science. Most of these authors aspired to learn, know, and pass on all there was to know by their point in time. The subjects they studied and commented on spanned a variety of what today we call subjects or fields. To the authors, these topics transcended one distinct field and were vastly interconnected. They are interconnected. Throughout the book, the works are not all presented in exact chronological order. That's to allow for good transition between them and to highlight.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.